Haylee Marie Vintage. Today I have a giant I have a giant craft haul for you. It's been a really long time since I've done one of these, so I've had a lot of pile up, particularly in patterns. So I probably bought like 50 patterns. I don't know if you can see this stack here, but it starts where my butt starts on the chair, so this is a lot of patterns. So I'm gonna really cruise through the patterns. Essentially all of these patterns are like variations of 1950s, all kind of, like I said, I'm just gonna cruise through these. This was a bonus piece. I'm very excited about this dress. I think this is so pretty. But yeah, so when I get anxious, I buy patterns, I guess, and November's been an anxiety-inducing month, so I bought a bunch during some debates. Well, not November, I guess October. These are all the way back from October. But I bought a bunch during the debates when I was feeling stressed out. When I look at patterns, they just kind of like center and ground me. But that's like really bad. So I am getting off the anxiety pattern buying train. But that is kind of, I feel like, why I ended up with so many this haul, is that they just made me feel better. And then there was also a few different things. So like a few of these patterns came in a lot. I bought a bunch from Angela Clayton, actually. Her pattern shop is always excellent. But a few of them came in lots that I found on Etsy where they were all my size and they were all like fairly rare patterns. So that's where a bunch of them came from. And then a few I had also bought off of a random Etsy seller who was selling them for I think $5 each, and then she gave me like a big bonus discount because I bought I think like 9 from her. And so like not all of these are sourced from Etsy, don't get me wrong, a ton of them are. But like usual, these are always like 1940s through 50s. This one I actually do have a few 60s on, but overall, these are overall 1950s patterns. This one's so cute. This one's my first pair of pants that I bought, so we'll see how that goes once I feel brave enough for it. But yeah, I'm excited about all the gazillions of patterns I bought. These are hard to see, so I don't really see a huge point in showing them because they're like they didn't have their envelope with them, so they were like significantly cheaper, but it means that you like can't really see them. But yeah, so that is kind of my pattern problem. And we're on a pattern buying ban. I'm not allowed to buy any more patterns because, as you can see, this is like incredibly absurd. So we're not buying any more after this round. This round is the last big bit of patterns, and I just don't think there's a huge reason to go into detail because I bought too many to go into detail, but that is it for patterns. Okay, so next I'm going to show you, I picked up, well, that's not it for patterns. I forgot I have some really big patterns over here. But I picked up some sewing books. A subscriber actually recommended this to me. I was discussing how I was frustrated with the lack of instructions, and she told me I should pick up some books from the Times. So I picked up a bunch of 1940s and 1950s sewing books. And so I'm very excited about all of these. This one I think is my most modern. And then I also picked up this really gorgeous book on laundry. It's really a GE ad, spoiler alert, but the illustrations in here, let me find a good one, are gorgeous. So I really picked it up for the illustrations, but I also thought it might be nice to know how to launder things according to 1940s ladies. I thought that could be a wee bit helpful. I thought I was already at 14 minutes, and I was like, I can't have just talked about patterns for 14 minutes. These are the last 3 patterns. These are square dancing costume patterns that I've just kind of fallen in love with recently. So I picked some of those up because I love how full the skirts are. And then I also picked up, as always, some zipper lots. So like everything in here is zippers. And then, everything in here is zippers. So I picked up a lot of zippers here. But They're all metal, they're all vintage, and in my opinion, you can never have too many. I also picked up a lot of different bindings, notions. So I have like some snaps in here. I always love old snap like things. And then I also have like a bunch of like old hem tape and nonsense like that. And so I picked up those. Those I pick up in Big Lots from Etsy because it's the cheapest way to get them. Hold up, this is a mess. And then as always, I have been to Seattle Recreative semi-recently. This is just some taupe gross grain, I don't know, however you say it, ribbon. This was like a really good amount of lace I picked up from them in one lot. This is another thing of lace. I thought this was really pretty and it's soft, which is a plus because that does not always happen with lace. And then this is another one I picked up, which I just like. The big flowers, I can see this being useful as trimming for a lot of different things. And then I also picked up just some blue, and then I think this is antique, but I picked up this really gorgeous, like, embossed, embroidered, here, this might be the actual front side, embroidered silk ribbon. I can see this adorning a garment in a really pretty way. I thought this was so pretty, so I picked it up, and it was like 20 cents. So I figured, why not? I think that's it as far as those go. For some not exciting fabric, I bought a bunch of tulle, which is pretty classic. The other thing I got from Seattle Creative, I'll need to take it out of the bag. I got some really gorgeous buckles, and by some I mean one. There's more there, but I've decided I'm not picking them up unless they're there when I get back next time, and then I'll decide it's meant to be. But I just want to show you these. Look at how pretty these are. There's some really nice, what is that called? Bakelite buckles, and I think these are so pretty. But that's kind of the tour on notions and laces and all that jazz. Next up, I have some sheets I bought at the thrift shop. These are just some fun Disney sheets that I'm going to make into something. I liked that, forget her name, but I liked that she was on it. And then I also have this floral guy here, which is also another sheet. I just thought this was really pretty and bright and springy, and since it was from a thrift shop, it was $2.99 for enough yardage to make a dress, which is always great. And then this is not a sheet, this is actual fabric from the thrift shop. I thought this was a really pretty plaid, and I liked like the little flowers in it. I think that's really cute, so I'll probably make a little skirt out of this. I'll probably learn how to pleat from it, actually. And then I also picked up this sheet, another really pretty floral sheet. And then this I picked up from Joann's from their Halloween collection. I don't know, I was a sucker for the polka dots and stripes, and you all know I love a stripe and I can't help myself with stripes. So I did pick up, I think, 4 yards of this. And I had been eyeing it online, but it had sold out before I could purchase it, so it was exciting to find it in the shop. So that's another reason I feel like I ended up with it. And then this is some purple fabric. So I had bought this and some green fabric for my spiderweb dress, and I ended up going with the green fabric because it was much more vibrant. So I'm excited to make just a plain dress out of this, maybe with some fun lace and trimming. And so that's just a Kona cotton. I want to say that color is maybe mulberry. I don't know. It would be fun to make it up now and have something to like match my hair, but I have to get through way too much Christmas fabric for that. I also have this nice nylon, like vintage fabric I picked off of an Etsy vendor. I think it was like $3. So I kind of figured, why not? I'll just make a slip with it. And then this came out of a Goodwill pack of fabric. I just thought this was pretty and pretty universal, and I could probably use it as trimming. There's not enough of a yardage to make anything, but I liked the fabric a lot, so I'm just gonna figure out how to add it to something else. And then I also picked up, there's 2 sheets, so that one just fell, but there's another. I picked up these guys just because I liked, again, the stripes with the flowers, and with 2 sheets I can test one of my really big yardage patterns before I commit to buying a really big yardage of fabric. Next up is some nicer interfacing. I think it's not called horsehair because that's the braid, I can't remember what this is called, but I just picked up a few yards of it because I thought it would be nice to have some nicer tailor level interfacing for hopefully when I start to sew with wool. I would just like to keep those projects feeling really high quality in material, and so I wanted to have some high quality interfacing for that. And then next up, I will never buy from Mood again, but it's fine. This is a really nice silk, like blue silk material. It's like a shirting material. I bought this off of Mood and it was 3.5 yards. And then they emailed me and they're like, the 3.5 yards are in separate yardages. So it's a yard, and a half yard. And they're like, do you still want it? And I said yes, because I don't know what I was thinking. And I'm not really excited to piece this together in any way, shape, or form. But I felt like silk, it was all pretty. It was on sale for silk, which was probably due to the weird yardage. So I got it, and we'll see how it goes. I think I can still make it work because I will just choose like I'll probably choose like a 1930s fabric that is a little bit more conservative in fabric use, and it'll be fine. But I don't know. I just like kind of feel like you should get your website together and figure out how to say that. Because usually continuous yardages are a thing, and at that point I was too committed to say no. Like if I had thought about it, if I had more than 24 hours to respond, I would have said no. But they were like, you have till 3 p.m. Eastern time today or something like that, and I was like, well, I have like 4 hours to think on this, so I don't think I thought very rationally. We're gonna save the Christmas fabric for the end. I got this really gorgeous, I think it's like an 80s stripe. I want to make such a fun 50s dress, probably like one with the collar and all that jazz out of this. I think this is so cute, and it has like extra little details in the stripes that I think are really fun. And then I got this sparkly, like, it's probably polyester, it could be wool, but I would guess polyester. I mean, obviously the sparkles are plastic because sparkles are plastic by almost all definitions. But I thought it was really pretty, and I could make a really cute little skirt from it. We're saving Christmas fabric till later. Sorry, I'm a mess. I picked up this. This is a really gorgeous border print that's like a light mint. It has some age staining that I'm going to try to get out with Retro Clean, but I feel confident it will come out. And I just like how light and gauzy this is, and this would be a good opportunity for me to learn how to do linings. So that is the goal with this guy here. I have another wool. This is a really gorgeous, like blue and brown wool that I want to make probably a skirt out of, because I think I only have 2 yards of this, but a really pretty skirt. And then this is another one that I could learn how to do lining with, which is always a good thing. And anything in these rolls is $2 a yard because it's from Seattle Creative. The other thing I picked this up at a flea market. It was $5. It's a feed sack, but $5 for a feed sack is a pretty good deal. And I really liked the purple stripes with the flowers in it. I thought, why not for $5? And then I also have this big yardage of wool. I think it's like 4 yards, 4.5 yards at 60 width. So my goal is to make a coat with it, and actually not the horsehair stuff, but the fancy nonsense I had earlier is what I would like to do with this. And then again, I guess I'll learn how to line. But this is really nice feeling wool. It's like a little bit itchy, but not nearly as itchy as some wools, and it'll make a beautiful coat. And it's like purple and pink woven together, and then also striped. I don't know, this is just a really gorgeous, like, complex wool. So I'm really excited to make something really beautiful out of it. And then last up, I have all of my Christmas fabrics. I was trying to wait to film this video for one of my fabrics to arrive, but it has been lost in the mail, so I may never see it. So you'll either see the skirt that I'm making from this Christmas tree fabric in a later sewing project show, or I'll just never see the fabric. But I got this really cute snowflake like plaid. I think it's probably for like a tablecloth, but I thought it was so cute as is. And I'm probably gonna make a little blouse out of this guy. And then I got this cute little, it has like little hollies on it. And then last up, I bought these brand new, which is, as we know, kind of a rarity for me, but I bought this really fun kind of winter wonderland with all these little people on it to make a fun Christmas dress that isn't Christmas looking. And then last up, I have this really beautiful, it has little gray tree branches with little white, they kind of look like mistletoe. And I just thought this would make a gorgeous dress, like a button-up 1950s long sleeve dress. I thought it would be really elegant and again Christmas themed without being like, hello Christmas, like the other fabrics are. But that I think is it for this haul. This was a ginormous haul, but I'm very excited about everything in it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to see what I make with everything. If you're new to this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you around. I will see you next time. Bye!